Hey everybody, it's Dave here from Franlung. We're just heading into the CrossFit Open, so thought I would dive into past Open results and see if there are any trends in Open results that can help us identify rookies or games rookies for the upcoming year. So to do this, dove into the 2022 games rookies field to see just what their Open performance was and if there is any trends we could see. Based off the results during kind of the semifinal era. So last year at the games, there were 26 rookies. They averaged 131st place in the Open between both the men and the women. So okay there. Year over year in comparison, so I guess in 2021, that same group of, or I guess 25 of them, one of the athletes did not do the Open in 2021. That group averaged 195th in the Open. So from there, you can see 64 place increase, which again is pretty good, kind of trends to their general improvement within their physical condition and their fitnessing. So kind of see some trends there, but kind of this is really skewed with Tudor Magda in that list. So Tudor Magda, he was 1,441st in the Open in 2021. So if you kind of take him out of this general average, since he skews the data so much, the rest of the field averaged 143rd. So kind of with that kind of slightly smaller subset without that outlier in Magda, there's only a 12 place increase between the 2 years. So nothing really stands out there. They went from 143rd as a collective group to 131st. So I guess as a group they improved, but not really by much. Looking at it from just kind of a general field, out of those 25 athletes, 14 improved and 10 regressed in the overall standings. So even though there was kind of a general average of increase, it was about 56% improved, 10% or 40% regressed, and one athlete, Matilda Garns, she was 11th both years. So again, it kind of throws things out. So pretty split down the middle in terms of identifying trends of improvements and regressions in Open standings. And just quick look at those who improved. So the smallest improvement was a 2 place improvement, and the biggest improvement was 1,371 spots. Again, Tudor Magda there. Those that regressed in the standings or fell in the standings, they had an average regression of 112 spots. The smallest regression was 19 spots, while the biggest was 241. So again, like interesting to see again, like both across the board, the regressors are falling by over 100 spots, and those who improved are improving 226 spots with all in. If you exclude Tudor Magda, it's 138 spots. So there's both big jumps for those improved, but then also big drops for those who haven't. So again, trying to identify some trends. I thought maybe age could be a consideration here. So the average age of the CrossFit Games rookies last year is 24.4 years old, based off of their age, CrossFit Games years. So that older group, so 25 and older, they split. So 6 of them improved, 6 regressed, 1 was the same. So they have an average drop of 20 points on the overall leaderboard. So not really much to see there in terms of identifying trends. If you go to the younger groups, the under 25, a little bit more differentiation here. So 8 athletes improved, 4 regressed. So they had an average improvement of 192 spots. You take out Tudor, it was 85 spots, or up 85 spots. So a little bit of noticeable improvement there, especially with 2/3 of them improving versus only 4 that dropped in the leaderboard. Of those 8 that improved, 6 did finish within the top 100. So again, some potential ideas there of what potential or could identify a trend, but since it is so inconsistent, and those 6 athletes that under 25 that did improve is less than a quarter of our rookie field from last year. To me, it doesn't seem like there's anything really substantial here that could highlight the rookies coming out of the Open. To me, this kind of just reinforces my thought that the Open for these elite athletes, it's kind of just a must-have, a little checkbox. Like they're not adjusting their training. It's just going to be an extra workout that they do on the weekend. Unlikely that they're redoing it unless they're trying to make a push for the top of the podium. But all in all, to me, the Open, nothing we can really gain here to highlight some rookies or potential rookies we can see last year. Even though there was a bunch in the top 100, there was still lots of people who didn't make it to the games who also finished in the top 100. So it is really kind of a crapshoot in terms of identifying the best of the best. I imagine once we get to quarterfinals, there could probably be some trends, since it does matter to move on. You do need to show up and show your best in order to advance to semifinals. But in terms of the Open, really, I don't know. It'll be fun to watch, see what times they can throw up versus what we can throw up on the leaderboard. But here, in terms of identifying rookies, I don't think we can see any trends. So thanks for joining us today. If you don't, follow us on Instagram at Franlung Analytics. If you're looking to dive into any stats in terms of the elite field for CrossFit Games, check us out on franlung.com. As well, we got a weekly newsletter kind of highlighting some of the stats and statistics we take a look over the week, as well as some other CrossFit related stuff we find interesting on the web. So, subscribe to that newsletter. It's free. You can unsubscribe at any time. It's generally a pretty quick read. So, again, thanks for joining us, and have a great day. And hopefully we'll see you on the leaderboard.